In this video, I want to show you the DE1 Plus. I'm going to make 2 shots with the 2 tablet interfaces so you get a feel for the different ones. This is called the Barista Plus interface. It's the one you would probably use every day because it makes it easy to just get on with your day and make coffee. You've got hot water, espresso, and steam buttons, and it uses the current presets. Now, before I make a shot, I want to show you how you can change the settings. I'm going to use this little pointer here so my fingers don't get in the way. So here we are with settings. We're currently doing a 90-degree infusion temperature shot with pre-infusion, rising to 9 bar, holding for 10 seconds with a decline time of 38 seconds to 2.0 bar. Now, the reason I have this profile is I personally like shots where the flow rate slows down to compensate for erosion, but you can do different kinds of shots. So for example, you can take this and shorten the decline time, go and do a 5 bar shot. It ends at 5 bar. Maybe you want to peak 8.4 bar. You can just play around very quickly, and what you would do now is hit save, and it would be ready immediately to do this kind of shot. So let's go back to where we were. And I had a hold time of 10, and I was doing a 9 bar shot. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to take my portafilter, and I'm going to use our grinder doser, and there's another video that explains how this works. Now I'm aiming for a 16-gram dose. I've got 15.8. That's close enough for me. I give it a little shake to try and even it out, and then a few taps. Make it settle. This is our tamping cradle, and typically what I do is hold it like that, tamp. This is our tamper, which got a spring in it, so you tamp always with the same force. Go ahead and lock it in. We have a second handle here, which makes it easy to pull it in and pull it out. At this point, I'm ready to make my shot. Go ahead and put a cup here and tap espresso. Now what's happening is the water is circulating up right behind the coffee puck, getting the whole system up to temperature. You can see right now the basket temperature is a little bit under as it circulates, and as soon as the temperature of the whole system is at 90 degrees, it's going to go click, and you're going to hear pre-infusion start. There's the click of pre-infusion. So pre-infusion is happening at very low pressure. The water temperature is right there. The mix temperature is right around 90. It's just up the mix temperature because our DE1 Plus is aiming for a brew temperature of 90 degrees, not a water temperature. So it's automatically varying the mix temperature so that the temperature sensor here is trying to attain 90 degrees. And we're very close. We're at 89.5 degrees infusion temperature, and you can see that the mix temperature is actually 92 degrees. So what it's doing is compensating for the cooling effect of the coffee grounds, the basket, the portafilter, and it's a brand new way to think about coffee brewing. Instead of the boiler temperature, you're thinking about the infusion temperature. At this point, I can see the coffee is no longer blonding, and so I just tap anywhere on the screen, and I've got my espresso. Now I come back with one of our jugs. I've pre-filled it with milk. I've got our temperature on it, and I'm aiming for a 65 degrees centigrade foam, and I can go ahead and foam immediately. There's no waiting. If you can read the display, you can see that we're doing 152 degree foam, which is extremely powerful. What this allows us to do is do really fine microfoam with very little effort. You can also see the total water volume, which is giving us the dilution of the milk. In other words, how many milliliters of water have we put in here? And there I am. So that, if you're watching the timer, it was 32 seconds to steam 6 ounces of milk. Now I can go ahead and pour the latte art, and here is your coffee ready to be served.